West Highland Police Station, 1984. You were there.
Same model.
These were taken today.
You have to let me see my son. He's in great danger.
New mission. Once, he was programmed to destroy the future.
You don't know what it's like to try to kill one of these things.
Now, his mission...
Get down.
...is to protect it.
Mom!
Come with me if you want to live.
They are amongst the greatest heroes of mankind, clad in indomitable tactical dreadnought armor. The right to use this suit of armor is the highest honor upheld upon a veteran space marine. Equipped with teleportation devices, Terminators can deploy almost anywhere on the battlefield. No foe is safe from their assault. Hello and welcome to an Evil Clown Slayer review. This is a look at the McFarlane Terminator. This is a long-awaited figure, in my opinion. I've been excited for the day. Since the original Ultramarine, I was thinking, oh, I can't wait. I hope they do a Terminator one day. So that day has finally come. Let's do a quick look at the box here. So we got our Ultramarine, again, Ultramarine Terminator. Warhammer line. Again, this is from McFarlane. Some cool box art here. Let me get this a little lower here, fix this up. Got your Ultramarines logo there. This is a new line, well I guess new line, it's a new kind of a new style compared to what they've been doing previously. This is one of three. They had a Corn Berserker and a Space Wolf. I just recently did this Corn Berserker review and unboxing. Feel free to check that out. But this is just going to be a quick look at this gentleman here. So again, I've been waiting for this guy to come out for quite a while now. Even before he was announced, I was just drooling at the idea of a Terminator McFarlane scale. I did end up ordering this guy from Amazon, and then his delivery date kept getting pushed back. It got pushed back like 3 separate times. It eventually, it drove me nuts to the point where it's like, shoot, I'm 3 weeks after release, there's other videos already coming out, and you know, I can't wait, I needed my figure now. So I ended up going straight to McFarlane.com and ordered it from there. And literally, like 2 days after I ordered this from McFarlane, my Amazon delivered about a week early, and I didn't get a chance to cancel it. So I ended up with 2 of these guys. So I'm debating if I'm going to send the other one back, or maybe just have 2. We'll see. But this thing is available at Big Bad Toys, Entertainment Earth, Amazon, and the McFarlane website, obviously, the McFarlane Toy store. So he does come, well, before we look at the figure, we do got the base in there. Everyone's seen this base in every one of these figures. We got our gun, which is similar to the Ogren in the way that it's hollow. Some of the other ones, that's kind of cool. Some of these other ones have been solid. It makes them pretty heavy, kind of on the chunky side, but this being hollow makes it a lot easier to probably have this guy hold and pose with. Now I believe this is probably, yep, so there you go. We were just got done reading this. This is how it was on the Corn Berserker as well. I was going to put that text on the screen, but there you go, you got to see it there. So, the thing that we're really interested in is this gentleman, this figure. And right off the bat, he is he feels not as heavy like as the old school ones. He actually almost has that feel of a like a Joy Toy style, where he's kind of got that again, those are all hollow. This guy's definitely hollow. His chest is hollow. I feel like his legs are probably got to be a little hollow. Let's see, this thighs feel thick, heavy, but there's parts of them feels hollow. It's different. Definitely a lot looser as far as the articulation, and just looking at him, we'll just take them all in to start. So he is huge. He looks giant. Let's see, some of these details pretty cool. I like the way that this looks. I'm kind of concerned with how it's going to hold up over time and how it's going to affect its articulation. And again, it is a Terminator, so it's not exactly meant to be doing yoga. I do like this is like the first McFarlane figure I've seen where they've done a little bit of like dry brushing, or kind of trying to give a little additional or something, just more layers. I feel like everything else has just been flat, one color or the other. So they've done that on the boots down here, shin guards. We've got some text on here, which is kind of cool. Let's see. What is the terror of death? That we die with our work incomplete. What is the job of life? To die knowing our task is done. I stand alongside warriors of honor, and the warrior who acts out of honor cannot fail. This duty is honor itself. All right, so that's cool. Another figure I bought has similar stuff to this, but the words on there were not legible, or at least it was not in English anyway. So, detail-wise, you got these on here. This would have been cooler, in my opinion, if they were actually textured on there. If you look at most of the models, I believe these are all sticking out little studs. The original Warhammer models, like something similar to this. They had this guy on each of the knuckles. This is looking alright. Like, again, it's more than just white. I'm glad they didn't just do bright white like that and throw it on there. This does have a little bit of shading, like a oil wash or something. And then even this is the wings and everything like that. It's got like, it looks like it's got like an oil wash of some sort. It's got a little more depth to it. This face, very bright, and it's kind of, again, this probably would have done awesome if they would have given it a little bit of some kind of an oil wash, or some kind of an inking, I guess. I don't know what the technical term is, but something to kind of make the details pop a little bit, because he is just kind of almost blindingly bright. Kind of nice that he doesn't look like he's pristine right out of the factory. It'll make him look a little battle worn. Again, it looks like it's all flat one color, but it is just the way that the light hits it. It does look like it's more shaded and textured. It looks kind of nice. I like that. Something like this, I guess. The black is okay. I wish it would have been nice if it was a combination of black and silver. I'm getting a little greedy, I guess, with my requests, but I don't feel like that's a black. I feel like that should have been more of like a chrome or aluminum type color, maybe. Alright, so there's a look at them anyway. Oh. Fumble! Alright, I'm debating. Maybe I'll edit that out, maybe I won't. Alright, so here I'm already not a huge fan of some of these things on him so far. He's a little different, and I'm still debating if I like it more or less. So far, sloppy, in my opinion, so far. I'm not a fan of how loose this is. Even, I mean, again, I know most of us just grab these things, throw them on their shelf, and that's about the most fiddling they get. I like to do my stop motion, and this will be hard for me to make this well, it's not too bad. I keep saying that about these figures, and by the time I'm done doing the stop motion, it turns out okay. But this is very loose. Like, this is kind of annoying. Even if I was trying to just pose him on the shelf to have him hold some kind of cool pose, it's really annoying. I don't like how loose that is. Now, that might just be this particular character, or my particular figure, but so far that's not great. This is interesting too. That's just like a very extremely long ball peg in there for the shoulder pad, which it does its job, and it looks alright when he's just standing straight. It doesn't look too bad. Like, you can kind of make it like, okay, that makes sense. But as soon as he does any kind of movement, this stands out really bad, and that's just a huge gap in there. I get what they were trying to do. Like, they were probably trying to make this thing a little bit lighter weight. If this thing was full, filled in plastic, it would be huge and super heavy. It'd be hard to ship, probably be expensive to ship, and then probably impossible to pose as well because it's too heavy. But yeah, he's kind of a, like this right here, I feel like these should be a little chunkier, and I don't care if it takes away a little articulation. This thing is a walking tank. It's not meant to have a lot of articulation. Also, some of these mold lines are not the best. I was just kind of looking at that. That's pretty obvious, more so than the other ones. And I think this is just my particular figure, but this right here looks like crap. That's frustrating for a $50 figure. That's really kind of annoying. But so as far as checking out some of this articulation here, he could spin his arm all the way around, yep. And I hate doing that because that makes it even looser, sloppier. Wrists here, or not really wrist. Let's see, do we have, nope, no articulation there. So this, from basically the elbow down, is just one big piece. There's no articulation past this swivel point, so all one big piece. This is one of those ones where, like, I know they're giving new hands to a lot of the this line. It would have been cool if this one had a second set of hands. It'd be kind of cool to be able to give him like a power sword, and then if you want to do the bolter as well, or something different. So far, this is not my favorite. It's kind of boring type of a weapon, and then again, just not having the texture there. It's again more boring. But I can't complain too much, or I can, I guess. This head swivel, actually pretty good. This is actually one of the first ones I've noticed. As far as Terminator, or the Space Marines go anyway, this is a lot different setup. Usually they have like a disc inside that swivels, and then the head pivots on there as well, so you get quite a bit more. Again, this is a Terminator, so I'm not expecting him to have a ton of articulation. I'd almost rather they, again, went a little bit more on the detail side and reduce the articulation. It feels like they're trying to go down like the path of Joy Toy to get max articulation, and then sacrificing, again, just quality. I don't know. So again, not a huge fan of these giant ball pegs here. I wonder if shortening those, what that would do to the look. Maybe I'll fiddle with that one day to see how that looks. We do have some different material here instead of this kind of, again, this is like a different material than the other ones. This is kind of like a hollowish plastic. This is very rubber. Like this, I don't think there's any of the original material that you're used to seeing with the McFarlanes. It's kind of like that really dense, hard rubber almost, kind of a combination of plastic but hard rubber. This is like brittle plastic, and then this is like a real rubbery rubber. Actually, this is probably the only thing that is from the original line, so this hand here. And yeah, I don't think this is one of the hands that pop out. Like, I don't want to yank on it yet. It's brand new. I'm not going to destroy him. But like the Corn Berserker and the Space Wolf, they're supposed to have their hands able to swap out. So this one might have that. I'll fiddle with it and eventually decide if this can be done or not. But I don't think this is one of those. Like the original McFarlanes, they didn't have that option. They don't pull out. Sorry, not trying to be inappropriate here. But overall, pretty cool figure. I'm not going to get heavy into the lore. I talked about Terminator lore on one of my Joy Toy videos not too long ago, and it was actually a Ultramarine as well. But just for the sake of comparing him... Oh, and actually, we might as well throw his gun in here. So this does fit in there pretty nice. He holds it. He can hold it. Kind of that boring Terminator pose. It looks like he could do that, and not so bad with that. Oof. Whoa. Yeah, those legs are very... I mean, again, I don't expect a lot of articulation. I don't think he's got the double-jointed knee like most of the other McFarlanes have. I think he's just got one joint in there, and that's it. Again, that's okay. This is a Terminator. He's not supposed to be doing yoga and doing splits. Not a huge amount of articulation on the legs. The waist does pivot, looks like all the way around if you really wanted to. Can make some gruesome death scenes for him, getting twisted in half. But not too bad as far as holding poses. Again, my biggest issue with him in the poses is just how loose this feels. Not too bad. But let's do a quick side-by-side with some of the other McFarlane figures. Scale-wise, I mean, he does dwarf. He is huge compared to this old school Space Marine, or McFarlane Intercessor Marine. About a head taller, but that's about lore accurate. You're expecting them to be taller and bigger than the average tactical Marine guy. So I like that he's a lot bigger. That's awesome. This one is actually taller than the regular Marine, but he still is smaller than the Terminator. So it's cool. I like seeing them side by side. Color-wise, I'm glad that they did a pretty good job of matching them to the... They did a pretty good job matching these guys, so they're similar in color, or if not almost exact. This one pisses me off because he is definitely a different color. He's a lot brighter blue than these two. So, and annoying, I wish this guy would have been the same color, but he is not. That is about all I have. I just, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully this little stop motion that I did for you guys was entertaining and it turned out alright. I'm going to be reviewing some other ones I have. You guys saw my Corn Berserker a couple weeks ago. He is all set. I did a video for that, so check that out if you're interested. Another week or two, I will probably do the Space Wolf as well, so stay tuned. Feel free to subscribe if you want to make sure you don't miss this. I also plan on doing a quick comparison video of him and the Joy Toy. I didn't want to take any light away from this guy for this video, but I'm going to do a comparison video between him and the Joy Toy Terminator as well, because I didn't want this one to get too long, and I wanted to see if I can trick you guys into watching more of my stuff. So, again, thanks for watching. Give me a like, subscribe. It helps me to stay motivated to keep doing more videos and buying more crap that I really shouldn't. Evil Clown Slayer out.